Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Talk with the Titans, live from London, UK, all the way to the US of A and worldwide. I'm your host, Callum L, and this is Talk with the Titans. Tonight's show, we've got Professor Griff, the living legend, the icon himself. Oh, man, you know it's about to go down. Professor Griff, welcome to Talk with the Titans.
Peace. How you feel, good brother? Everything good?
I am well. I'm well. You know what? It's an honor. It's a privilege. I'm happy to actually have you on here. I know you're ready. I know you're fired up. You're ready to go. So we're about to get it in. All right.
Sounds like you're fired up.
I love that. I love that. For everybody who's tuning in right now, please, you know what? Hit the share button. I know I haven't properly promoted the show as per usual, so please hit the share button, let everybody know that we're live right now. We've got Professor Griff about to go in. We're breaking the silence right about now. Literally no holds bar. The professor says, you know what, ask him any single question I want. I'm about to go in. I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be asking him questions about African Bambaataa, the molestation case that's been going on right now, Zaza Ali even, as well as Prince, Five Dog, police brutality, you know what, the state of the hip-hop scene at the moment, and of course, we can't leave without asking Professor Griff or talking about the Illuminati and how it runs and controls, or if it runs and controls, you know what, the entertainment industry and even other things as well. So, without much further ado, you know, I'm going to just re-welcome Professor Griff back in. I'm going to ask the professor, you know, what's he been up to actually at the moment?
Well, like right now as we speak, I took about an hour or so off from writing my book to actually do this interview because I had shut everything down. Even as last night, I didn't even do my show that I normally do on Tuesday because it's crunch time for this book that I'm putting out. It's called Symbology. The Psychological Covert War on Hip-Hop Part 2. It's really Book 2. And other than that, I'm about to launch Serious Minds TV. Serious Minds TV at a beautiful cafe, man. I met a mom and son team, and they own a cafe in Atlanta. And we kind of hooked up with a couple of other brothers and sisters, and we decided to do Alchemical Cipher. This thing I had set aside to do a study group. We decided to do a live kind of talk show kind of thing live at a cafe, invite some people, a DJ, some music, some food, and we decided to make that happen downtown Atlanta, called the Alchemical Cipher. So it's going to be a beautiful thing. That's what I'm doing now. And I'm just looking forward to this public enemy tour with Ice-T called the Art of Rap Tour. There's some artists on there, man. That is too numerous to mention, man. Traveling across the country. Yeah, we about to make this happen. So there's some beautiful things, some good things that are happening, man. Yep. You know, a lot of times the saying is, you know, when sometimes when you think things are going wrong and falling apart, they're not really falling apart. They're falling in place.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? You're literally forever creating history. It's literally every single moment of your life, I believe, it's like a movie. We're all watching back in awe and amazement of all the amazing things that you're doing. So I can't wait. I can't wait for this tour. You know what? If this tour ever comes to London, please let me know.
Oh, I'll definitely let you know, man. But you know something? I'm just answering the call that the creator made the phone call. I answered it from within. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You understand what I'm saying? And it may seem easy from the outside looking in, but I have my struggles just like anyone else have their struggles. I'm still a father. I'm still a grandfather. I'm still a brother. You understand what I'm saying? As of 2 weeks ago, I worked through a whole year of pain because I got into a car accident. April 29th will be a year that I've been working through the pain. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm getting back in shape. You know, I'm able to, you know, throw some elbows, some punches, and some kicks. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm getting back there. I still got my aim. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm good. Making it happen.
That's right. That's right. You know, you was talking about your books as well. I believe you've authored over 5 books. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. That's an amazing
yeah,
feat.
It was the Atlanta Music Biz, RIP, Resource Information Publication, which is outdated. I'm no longer printing it up. And then it was Analytics. And then after Analytics was the Psychological Covert War on Hip-Hop. And then I put out the Acapella Revolution. And then I put out an audio book, The Warrior's Tapestry. And then now I'm working on symbology. There's some other books that I wrote, small little pamphlets. That situation I went through inspired me to put together the a small little book I put together in reference to Yaqub's theory that Elijah Muhammad taught us, and I put something together and dealing with that. You know, it's one of my manifestos.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, it's called the Brown Germ Manifesto. You understand what I'm saying? And I dealt with that negative energy coming through that white woman onto the planet and interjecting itself into the black conscious community, which we got to stamp out. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm checking all that negative vibration coming from them people. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna have to touch on that. You know, on the woman situation. You know, the black woman being God, etc., etc. All a little bit later on. You know, let me just quickly come back. You know, you said you was in a car accident. You know, not too long ago, and you was working your way through that. So I want to actually go back into terms of accidents, because a lot of our celebrities, our icons, are actually dropping like flies at the moment. I don't know what's going on right there. You know, quite recently we've had, you know, another legend, Prince, you know, actually pass away. I don't know. So far, I'm hearing that there might be some type of something on the line that we may, you know, later on down the line we may come to actually find out. I believe it's been said or it's been reported he died of a flu or something like that. But I'm pretty sure you've got some behind the scenes, you know, access and information about that case. Could you just shed some light for our audience over here in the UK?
I do, but it may be kind of premature to say what I need to say as far as the new information that has came out. So if you want to start just a rough draft and overview from what's happening now back, then we can kind of do that. But I've already said it on a few shows. I said it on Brother Richard's show on Wednesday night, and I talked about it on my show. But if we look at what's going on now with Prince, we know he's been in an 18-year battle with Warner Brothers. And as I often say, I tried to warn the brother and other brothers about the music industry. Chuck D and other people have warned people about the music industry and how dangerous these people are. Do you understand what I'm saying? Michael Jackson went through his fight with Sony and lost his life. Prince went through his 18-year battle with Warner Brothers, a nasty, ugly fight with Warner Brothers, and lost his life. You understand what I'm saying? And other people have lost their lives. The ironic thing about that, I'm sitting in the movie theater a few weeks ago, and I'm watching the biopic of Miles Davis by Don Cheadle. And the white boy in the movie actually said Miles Davis is worth more to us dead than he is alive. If you look at Whitney Houston's daughter, if you look at Tupac, if you look at Biggie, they could have said that about any of those individuals. You understand what I'm saying? And they make out like bandits after the death of a celebrity, i.e. Tupac. Mm-hmm. And then now his mom, Afeni Shakur.
Yes.
How much money? And then the sad part about that, the legacy and the catalog fell right back into the hands of somebody that used to work with Warner Brothers. Now how goddamn wicked is that? You understand what I'm saying? The body ain't even goddamn cold, and all of a sudden they got access to Tupac's catalog. The whole catalog at death row is back into the hands of those people. What Don Cornelius saved up and preserved for us as far as Soul Train is back in the hands of those people. The catalog of Michael Jackson and that foundation is back in the hands of those people. I could go on and on and on. So when we talk about Prince and we talk about the doctor came up missing and now the son is missing, and then when they discovered the son, they found with a bag full of goddamn drugs. What were they doing to Prince, and how did they set Michael Jackson up with a doctor that was always on their team? Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then now a doctor and his son is in Prince's house, making a goddamn phone call to 911, and they don't even know the goddamn address to Paisley Park. How strange are these things that are happening? So Prince didn't have to leave in the way Prince left. Some say Prince knew that he was about to die by leaving signs for us. Left something on Twitter or Instagram, pardon me. And one of the last statements that he made telling people it's too early to pray for him. You understand what I'm saying? And then the whole idea of him being found in the elevator. And then in one of his songs, he talked about the elevator, and he made a reference to the elevator being the devil. And then they find him in the elevator. Come on, man. Something is very strange with that. And for those of us that are looking at this whole idea of conspiracy theory as it's far-fetched, that's bullshit. Bullshit. All we got to do, like Steve Coakley said, is start connecting the dots. Do you understand what I'm saying? And figure out who the players around or that were around Prince at that particular time. Some people say he was poisoned on the plane. He was poisoned on the plane. How the hell he do a mini concert at Paisley Park and have a party and being seen riding a bike in the neighborhood? Don't sound like you're poisoning me. Unless it's one of those delayed kind of poisons, and they do that too. You understand what I'm saying? But they saw Prince and he was fine. And then a few days later, they find him in the elevator, died. And then the narrative now is he died of the flu. How many people you know died of the goddamn flu?
I don't know nobody that's died of the flu.
You can buy some shit from CVS or Walgreens or one of them stores y'all got in London. You understand what I'm saying? Over the counter that can cure the flu, that can take care, neutralize the flu. Nah, bro, I don't believe that. It's something a whole lot stronger than the flu. I'm saying all this to say that when Professor Griff passes on to the ancestral realm and y'all investigate my death, don't fall for that bullshit, man. Talk about the narrative a few weeks ago was they found drugs in a knapsack or a backpack that was with him. Who the fuck carries the knapsack in their own house? I'm saying to you, I'm here. If I pass away and y'all come and you'll search my home, right? And you go to the medicine cabinet or into the bathroom, you might find medication. I was just in an accident. I had some dental work done on my teeth, and they gave me a prescription. I filled it, and the medicine is in my cabinet. I don't take medicine like that. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody can say, well, he had drugs in his home. Bullshit.
Straight.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not falling for that.
Wow. We're about to go in right about now. You know what? For everybody who's actually tuned in, that's fresh to Talk with the Titans, let me just give you a back story of Talk with the Titans. Talk with the Titans was birthed out the idea that the intellectual giants, the titans of our community, should have a well-organized platform to present, discuss, and debate critical information affecting our community, proposed by you, our audience members, our community. So if there's any topics that you lot would love to talk about, please drop it down inside of the comment section. You already know that I'm reading. I love to be interactive with you lot, so I would definitely invite individuals on to actually discuss these types of topics. So if you've got any questions that you would like the Griff right now to actually talk about, you know what, the floor is open for you to actually drop your comments in. As well as everybody who actually donated the other night, we had a live stream. It was beautiful. We had it going on. I believe we've had Chai T, Love Son, and Robin White as well. If you lot would like to just join in, please let me know and I'll send you the Hangouts link. Just message me via Facebook or anywhere else and I'll send you the Hangouts link so you can be live with Professor Griff right now. My brother Kufu, my co-executive producer, where you at, King?
Peace.
Killing.
There you go. Listen, you know what? Yeah, as I said, I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to allow you to chop it up with Professor Griff right now. Not even allow you. I'm giving you the light. The floor is yours right now to chop it up with Professor Griff. I have to give my thanks and appreciation to you. I'm pretty sure even Professor Griff has to give his thanks and appreciation to you. You've both been chopping up for quite some while. So please, ask the Griff any question you like.
Well, peace to the brother, Professor Griff. Thanks for the work you've been doing.
Peace.
You know, I've been following you. Quick question, because I heard you mention the pamphlet that you were coming out dealing with some of the teachers of Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
The Brown German Manifesto, yeah.
Okay. So is it your impression, or do you take on the same belief as the white man being the devil?
I don't do impressions, nor do I do belief. I don't do belief. A belief is on your way to knowing. I'm 55-year-old. I've been in this for a minute. I'm beyond and past belief. It's not a notion. It's not an impression. It's not a belief. At this stage of the game, so to speak, we know and understand that the white man is the devil. Not a devil, but the devil. I don't care if you read the Bible, the Holy Quran, pyramid text, coffin text, manuscripts from Timbuktu, your old ass grandmama's diary that she had under the goddamn bed, whatever you want to read. The history is written and dripping with blood. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm going to say this in bold, clear English. The white man have demonstrated to us that they're the very embodiment of that which is evil. And I don't know if y'all can see me directly, but I'm not blinking. And I'm not stuttering. You understand what I'm saying? Simply because if we look at history and we follow this whole idea of the war on terrorism, who do you find neutralizing governments and doing flybys and taking the natural resources of all the people, all the indigenous people, everywhere we go on the globe? That's your friend doing that. Plain and simple. We can go over his history from the time he crawled out of the caves to present. And we can follow his history. So I'm asking you now, if he ain't the devil, then what do you call it?
Well, definitely a degenerate human. If we put it in the mythological terms of the devil, then yes, he definitely would fit the characteristics of what the literature speaks about.
All we have to do is go to the dictionary and look up devil, and we look at those adjectives and those characteristics, and we can see who we can fit that to. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some other people walking on the planet are little devils. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody keep talking about God and God having children. Shit, the devil got children too. Shit. Right or wrong?
Right.
And those people, if they can't handle the level of conversation, click the fuck off.
Right, yeah, well, I was, just one more thing, I was doing the numbers. I was trying to come up with the numbers of how many murders have taken place since, they went on a warpath. And I know, like, I seen a documentary, they were saying at least 500 million Native Americans was murdered. And that's probably a low number. Just Native Americans.
Oh, okay.
So, right. And then you look at the Congo, or you look at the whole continent of Africa, South Africa, apartheid, King Leopold, what he did in
Brazil,
Zimbabwe, Brazil, there too.
The the Middle Passage.
The list goes on.
I'm looking at plus billions. I'm looking at the murder count is plus billion, over.
The high billions.
Right. Easy. So
the question.
That was my question for you.
Black people will probably leave comments under the thing talking about, well, I see black people killing more black people than white people killing black people. I'll give you $1,000 if you can prove that. Any flunkies want to prove that? My phone number is 678-557-2919. Come on.
I love this. You know what? We can't talk about the devil without actually talking about God. There's a lot of talk in the community about who is God. The black man being God, the black woman being God. I want to know your thoughts about the black woman being God.
My thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the black man and woman is the God and the goddesses. We've always had duality. We've always had ma'at, truth, balance, justice, reciprocity, and order. We've always had that. I don't know who came along and separated the black man from the black woman, the God from the goddess. It must have been somebody with a God complex. We don't have a God complex. I don't speak in terms of just me being the God without the goddess. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know why we have to discuss that being a possibility tonight. I don't speak in terms of fractions in that way. You understand what I'm saying? But we are using the English language. But because we have to use the English language, we have to do a lot more talking and a lot more defining about what we truly actually mean, because we're speaking the bastard language called English. When we say Allah, we mean all, including the black woman. You understand what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people with these old funny ass religions like to just use the black man or the male entity as the God and demonize the black woman. You can't do that. We can't do that, plain and simple. So any of the indigenous names that I tend to use or want to use in reference to calling on the God or the creator, not necessarily God because that's Greek, Goma Az Dubar, one having wisdom, strength, and beauty. Anybody can have that. You understand what I'm saying? That don't necessarily make you a God. You understand what I'm saying? The last poet says, God is dog spelled backwards. That has a lot to do with them. That's not us. You understand what I'm saying? So any of the indigenous names that we refer to as the creator, we always have a duality, a balance. If there's a God, there's always a goddess. That's written in the divine laws of nature. You talk about the Neters and the Neteru. There's a set of Orishas that are female and a set of Orishas that are male. All right, and they balance one another out. So that don't need to be a long, drawn-out discussion. The black woman is God, and the black man is God.
You know, a lot of people are wondering or asking this question. You know, how can black people actually free themselves from the white man or the white race permanently?
You got to get rid of their mindset. I would never come on a forum like this and talk about doing that kind of damage to a race of people openly like that. I don't even discuss that privately. They got ways of spying on people that's unimaginable. A fucking camera on a goddamn mosquito. But anyway, that's real. Anyway, that's very real. We have to be able to get rid of and destroy that demon in us, man. You understand? That devil is sitting right up in us, running shit. You understand what I'm saying? We have to be able to neutralize that devil in us. See, this is the beautiful thing about what the messenger taught us about jihad. Jihad is the struggle against the weakness of self. You understand what I'm saying? And the white man has taken that and perverted it and twisted it. And I guess all these so-called unholy wars, I guess all these jihadists, he be making up shit like it ain't nothing. But anyway, these jihadist kind of groups, I guess, like ISIS and these other jihadist groups that want to wage war against the West, we ain't got nothing to do with that. When we say jihad, we talking about destroying the weakness of self. So, of course, I got to deal with my demons. You got to deal with yours and keep them in check. I got to deal with that Willie Lynch chip in me and neutralize it, all right, and surgically remove it by getting knowledge of self and aligning my spirit with the natural, the forces of nature, so that I can begin to master the self and then master them and move some stars and some planets around at my will. You understand what I'm saying? We have the power to do that. We just got to tap into the God within, plain and simple. So let me tell you something. Elijah Muhammad said we'd have to take a piece of string and tie it around our finger to remind us that the white man exists. If we was on our job and doing what we were supposed to do and elevating our consciousness and activating the higher self, we wouldn't think about him or her.
Facts. Facts. That's right. You know what? Funny is, well, we just talking about, you spoke about the mosquito and the you know, little tiny cameras on top of the mosquito.
Right.
The funny thing is, actually, I think it was like last year. I saw it. It's on BBC actually. They were talking about you know, they were using the mosquitoes in these different islands in Africa and so forth to actually put medicines or cures within inside of the mosquitoes, to actually, you know what, obviously inject the people whilst, and I was thinking, very, very funny that you're going to use it as a medicine. And then a few months later, I saw that, you know, in the Caribbean islands, there was this, I can't remember the name of it, some gungo, yellow fever, something was going around.
It was the Zika virus.
Sorry?
It was the Zika virus.
There you go.
They put in the mosquitoes.
There you go, and it was in the mosquitoes. And I was thinking to myself, these people are definitely dastardly. Definitely. Because it's, to me...
Dastardly is the word I gotta look up. Okay.
Yeah. So you know what? You know, I always have to check out the news and see these things and look at it from a different perspective. You know, they come here and you know, want to put a smile on their face and you know, say they're using these things as medicines or to improve technology and so forth. But behind closed door, they're doing these pilot tests actually, you know, as genetic warfares against our people.
Well, we saw that recently here in the United States, in Flint, Michigan, with the water. Chemical and biological warfare. We see it with the Ebola virus, the Zika virus, AIDS, which is Africans in deep shit, or America's doing the shit. We've seen it with all these, the West Nile virus, the North Nile virus, and all these other viruses, all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but miraculously and mysteriously, always coming from Africa. Bullshit. Those things are happening right here where I'm at right now in the DMV. You understand what I'm saying? The District of Maryland, Virginia, the District of Columbia, right here, Fort Detrick, Maryland, right down the road here. You understand what I'm saying? And this is real. This thing is coming out of a laboratory, and they're experimenting on humans, black, indigenous humans. So yeah, we talking about mosquitoes. I'm putting my book together right now as we speak, Symbology. I'm going through stuff like this. I'm going through pages and pages of stuff, man, and I'm seeing the dastardly deeds of these goddamn demons. You understand what I'm saying? That they did to some of their own people. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going through stuff like this, and I'm seeing all the conspiracies and all the kind of stuff that these people poisoning people and poisoning civilizations and this kind of thing. These people don't care nothing about killing somebody. And this is very, very, very real. But there's a brother right there where you are in London. You might know him. He put these books out. I don't have book one. I got book one on the table, I think, over there somewhere. Paul Simons.
Yep. I know him.
His brother is deep. I got all his books. You understand what I'm saying? I've been carrying book one around with me for a few years, and I just now got a hold of these, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. The brother puts it down, man. You definitely got to have him on your show. The brother definitely puts it down. I wish I would have met him when I was over there, because you know I did a speaking tour over there.
Yeah.
And when I went through my speaking tour, one of his students put a manuscript, a scroll in my hand. When I got back to the States, I unraveled it, and it was 5,000 years of history, man. That brother put in some serious work.
Crazy.
Wow. Shout out to that brother, man, Paul.
Yes. Shout out to Paul Simons. Tamaray House Publishing Company. That's
exactly.
Right.
Paul Simons, the mystical, magical paths of the self and the not self.
Mm-hmm. That's my brother. That's my brother right there. I love that. You know what? Yeah, that's right. I just see someone now just message me. I can't actually, I can't let this slip my mind. I can't let this slip my mind. A lot of our audience members, we've had Zaza Ali on last week on our show, which was absolutely amazing. She's a phenomenal sister, beautiful sister, and there was actually a lot of controversy surrounding her, whether she hates men or don't hate men, and she gave a really interesting response. But I have to ask you the question, what's going on with you and Zaza Ali? A lot of our audience members have literally just been asking. I know, but you know what? You said this is no holds barred. But our audience members are asking Zaza Ali, asking about Zaza Ali. I'm reading the comments right now, so I've got to ask you about Zaza Ali.
Oh man, what do you say, man? If you're a brother like me that have opened up his life, opened up his heart, opened up his spirit, his soul, his home, my platform, everything you can possibly do for someone, and for that person to come in your home, not your physical home, but your house, and rearrange the furniture. You understand what I'm saying? No, I don't want my furniture rearranged that way. I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, if we work this thing out and we can move forward, we can get some more furniture. But for right now, let's just rock with the way I got the furniture situated. But let me tell you just straight up, I created a platform in which, in my mind, years before even meeting her, you understand what I'm saying? I've always worked with sisters, and if you go back, whether it's my band, whether it's my lectures or whatever, I've worked with sisters because I always knew that I could be over the edge and rough, rugged, and raw, and there needed to be a balance, not only with me as an individual, but with us as a community. And I kind of was looking for that person to come on the platform to speak to the sisters. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so when I started my show, Enemy Minds Radio, I put the word out. Prior to putting the word out, sometime before that, a year or so, I'm not sure, I already knew her. You understand what I'm saying? But we kind of bumped heads, and we kind of stopped speaking. I wasn't even thinking about working with her. There was a couple of brothers and a couple of elders I spoke with we ended up speaking again and got together on some things. And I actually brought her on not only that platform, but I had a television show lined up, and I had another radio show with some friends of mine. And of course, I had Enemy Minds, and plus I opened up the entire platform of doing lectures. Now, I don't know this woman's history. I knew she worked doing some work at a detention center, but nobody really knew her. You understand what I'm saying? When I first met, I think she was Zaza Mercury or something crazy. I don't know, but I was attracted to the writing, and I asked her several times if I could use some of her writing in my books. And if you go to my early books, you'll see her writing. You understand what I'm saying? So, but physically, I never saw her. You understand what I'm saying? We was communicating in that kind of way. So we kind of came together, came to Atlanta, and we started doing the Serious Minds, the Empowerment Radio Network, and the television show was called, it skips my mind right now, but we were doing all three. Plus, we were on the road touring. And if anybody could tell you, let me tell you something, man, if I've never in my life, man, fought for a person, I fought for that sister, man. I kicked down so many doors. I beat people back off of her. You understand what I'm saying? To defend what I was trying to build. Not on no personal thing. It's the fact that you with me, we're doing this thing together. I feel obligated to protect you. I may not agree with everything that you're saying, especially about men, but it's my obligation to protect you. That other stuff we could work out behind closed doors. You understand what I'm saying? So I was finding myself bumping heads with men, bumping heads with Brother Rich, bumping heads with Polite, bumping heads with Tariq Nasheed, bumping heads with True Islam and the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths, bumping heads with a whole bunch of people, but they didn't come at her because they knew Griff was on the scene, and they showed me a level of respect. You understand what I'm saying? And only by right, plain and simple. So I gave the sister the platform, and then we didn't agree on everything, but while we was in the public and on the air, there was some mutual respect. I do know, I don't want to dive too much into the personal thing, but I do know some of the things that happened along the way to cause the turbulence, so to speak. But it was so much turbulence, I said to myself, I cannot be able to present the truth that we're dealing with in order to educate and uplift and raise our people with that kind of tension and that kind of vibration. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to shut Enemy Minds down. You understand? It ran its course. It did what it's supposed to do. It ended prematurely simply because I could no longer go with that vibe. And the same question that people are asking her, and they've asked you, and you asked her, is the same question I asked her. Do you hate men? Because that's what I started to feel, the hatred. You understand what I'm saying? To the point where it was like ridiculous, the level of hatred. I'm talking about, some stuff that happened to me in that situation ain't never happened to me ever in my goddamn life. You understand what I'm saying? So I says, without getting too personal, I'm like, nah, I can't do this no more. You probably need some help. You understand what I'm saying? Some help that I can't give you. You understand what I'm saying? So, nah, but probably need to resolve the issue with dad. Resolve the issue with baby daddy. Get closer to uncle. You understand what I'm saying? And balance it out with that masculine energy. And I'm just saying this from a man's perspective. There ain't gonna be two men in my goddamn house. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the man. Plain and simple. And I'm not saying in a boisterous kind of way. I'm not playing tough guy. You understand what I'm saying? But just on a regular street level, how the hell, if I got your back, would you get my back? Huh? And I'm thinking, well, that's the way that should be. You get my back, I get your back. You understand what I'm saying? Deeper than that, if we are building Enemy Minds, We have to be able to be in sync spiritually and on the same page. How is it that if you're feeling a certain kind of way, why would you still stay in somebody's house? Why would you eat their food? Why would you be on their radio show? Why would you be on their platform? And some people say, Griff, you sound kind of angry. I'm not angry. I'm really not angry. You know the thing that probably angers me right now the most, and I really want her to notice? You don't go among the same people I introduced you to, and then you go, now that we don't deal with one another, you go back behind my back and you call them same people to do lectures with. No, there's a code that we live by. You don't do that. You don't turn around and go to the elders and use my name to get money. That's some fraudulent shit. You don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? If you are going to do your own thing, then do your own thing. Leave my name out of it. Leave my name out your mouth. Leave my name off your platform. Go build your platform. I built mine. And mine is shown and proven. I've proved to black people on 2 or 3 different continents that I'm loyal to black people. You understand what I'm saying? And I stuck to my guns. If I didn't, when the white people came to me with the fucking money, you understand what I'm saying, to do reality shows and all this other shit, I would have took it. You understand what I'm saying? When they kicked me out of Public Enemy, I would have went and apologized. I said, fuck y'all. I'm going to stick to the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to stand my ground. And that's what I've been standing on. So any move that I made, I took the higher ground and I consulted the elders. 5 different sets of elders that are married couples. What better way to get solid, balanced advice but from the elders? So anything that ever happened, I took it to the elders and I got advice from them. This is not Griff's doing. 4 different occasions. Even after I got called a fucking sucker on Facebook, I still, behind the scenes, I still made some moves so that she could be successful. You understand what I'm saying? But after all of that, to this day, go on Facebook, I'm still being called a sucker. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just saying to you as a man and to the rest of the men out there, we've all been in that situation where we look out for somebody and end up getting stabbed in the back. You understand? Getting used. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody likes to get used. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to make your move and do your thing now that your book is out and you built your little audience, whatever, then make your move. I've been hearing some rumbling, some lies being told. I sought her out because she had a large following on Facebook. Fuck Facebook. I don't do Facebook like that. I got real soldiers following me, man. Them old fucking crummy ass fucking niggas on fucking Facebook, man. Nah. I got real soldiers, man. Real people in the street. You understand what I'm saying? That don't go on fucking Facebook. That ain't my thing. No. The magnetic attraction was the mind. You understand what I'm saying? And I read her writings and I was like, oh, Sister's deep. You understand what I'm saying? I think it'd be cool that we could kind of hook up because we were supposed to hook up years ago. And it'll be cool to get ahead and balance this out, and we can show black people how male and female can balance this out, and we could be brother and sister. Because that's what I called her, my big sister. You understand what I'm saying? Not because she's bigger than me, not because she's older than me, because she's younger than me, but the fact that how she was bringing it. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like, I think there's some things that happen that test not only the loyalty to the brand, it tested the loyalty to the brother and sister relationship. You understand what I'm saying? To the point where there was some things that was done personally to me, I couldn't do it no more. You understand what I'm saying? And what I did was, I took the high road according to the elders, and I didn't blast the sister. I didn't go on YouTube. I didn't go on Facebook. I started responding to some things that not other people were saying and writing, but what she was writing. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be too many more motherfucking suckers. I'm gonna just tell you that straight up, plain and simple. I'm not gonna be no more punks. I'm not gonna be this other shit, plain and simple. And I'm telling you that straight up. I don't give a fuck. She's watching, listening, her fucking boyfriend, whoever the fuck. It don't make me no difference, man. My crew is ready to move, plain and simple. But I'm saying, if 2 people have built a brand, and we were educating people and raising the conscious level and literally saving people's lives. I'm like, well, why not handle that with care? We still held responsible. It's because we're not working with one another. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it ended abruptly, and I had to shut it down. That was my doing. I didn't put a statement out to you, to the rest of the black community, simply because I thought somewhere at the back of my mind some things could be salvaged. You understand what I'm saying? But that can't be salvaged, man. You understand what I'm saying? I don't ever want to deal with someone like her. I don't like the whole sociopathic mentality. I don't like the psychopathic mentality. I don't like the lesbian kind of vibe. I don't like that shit, man. You talk like you hate men. I'm a man. My father was a man. You're a man. Your son is a man. You understand what I'm saying? And this weak ass fucking bullshit that she fed you last week. Well, how could I hate men and I have a son? That's fucking stupid. What about the other men? The one that you got with to make the son? And your father and your grandfather? And me and you? And other men that you have to interact with? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not going to come on here like a punk, and because you asked her the question about Griff, you want to sidestep the fucking issue. I'm not going to do that. I owe black people an apology, and the first show that I did on Serious Minds was I apologized to her personally, and I apologized to black people. That's what real men do. Plain and simple. I fucked that up. You understand what I'm saying? That was my brand. I should have followed it through. I shouldn't have let the people down regardless of what the fuck happened. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I would rather pull back, get it together, get my weight up, and then re-present myself to the people with a different brand, which is Serious Minds. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I told you earlier, man, sometimes when things are falling apart, they're really falling in place.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And now, I have real sisters around me that really love me and really care. You understand what I'm saying? And that's going to see the Serious Minds thing to the end, whether I'm the host or you're the host. Or Kufu's the host. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to take this brand, we're going to do it, Serious Minds TV and Serious Minds Radio. But just to end this, I got nothing personal against her. The only thing I got personal now is she owed me money and I want my money. What I got personal now is stop using my name to get money from people. Are you listening to this shit?
We're following you. We're following you.
How you gonna go use my name to get money from someone else, and then that someone else call me? I'm like, whoa, this ain't no fucking scam I'm running. What are you talking about? Well, so and so said so and so and so and so and so and so, and they got money from me. I'm like, hold the fuck up. Don't be getting money in my motherfucking name. I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. So to the people out there that this sister may have mentioned your name, nah, don't, fuck that, man. Don't mention my motherfucking name getting money from people. I don't roll like that. Anybody out there I owe money, call me, 678-557-2919. Only, hold on, let me get my fucking phone. The only one that should be calling me is the motherfucking IRS. Because I don't owe nobody no money, man. I'm serious, don't do that. I'm not trying to put the sister business out there. But come on, sis. You really coming across like the fraud that they're calling you, like the agent that they're calling you. If you beating that assertion back, that they're calling you an agent and a fraud, and you had to fight the government and all that shit, that's cool. That's your struggle. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. That's what you did to the cracker. Why are you going to do that to the black people, to the community? Don't do that shit to me. Shit. Don't use my ass for real. Plain and simple. I ain't got money like that. You understand what I'm saying? I work hard for mine. Plain and simple. So, hey, build your own brand. Leave mine alone and leave my name alone. Plain and simple. And I've been talked about and dragged through the mud, and I'm supposed to be 2 or 3 people on Facebook coming at her. Look, I'm blocked from her page. I don't have nothing to do with her. I don't follow her. I don't listen to her. I got some people in my family that want to talk to her because of the disrespect to their uncle and their cousin. You understand what I'm saying? And they want to see her ass. But I told them to chill out. You understand what I'm saying? But they just don't want nobody fucking with their uncle. Plain and simple. And I think that's real, man. And that's just me to y'all from the heart. You understand what I'm saying? And if anything I've ever done to her, you, her son, anybody else, I'm man enough to apologize and make good, man. And make good. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm following the instructions of my elders. Plain and simple.
That's right.
Plain and simple, man.
Wow. You know what? Ooh, explosions. If I could drop bombs right now, I'd be dropping bombs right now. If you're not actually enjoying the show and loving the show, please give us a thumbs up, big thumbs up. Let us know you're actually loving the show and enjoying the show. Just hit the like button. Also, just let me know. Let me know in the comment section as well that you're enjoying the show.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I want to be able to end that segment correctly.
I'm going to kind of bring it back to it, but not down that same line. But
okay,
continue.
but I need to say something because some people watching my body language and the countenance and the intonation of my voice, he said that brother upset about something. Hold on, let me take this shit off. I'm not upset like a dude, just like a regular dudes that kind of fall out of a situation and they're angry. It's the thing with the elder that really bothers my spirit because I don't do that to elders. I don't do it to anybody, and especially to elders. But do you remember a minute ago there were some dudes on a blog talk show that was threatening me because I hung up on them?
I've heard.
Well, I know some people that know some people because I took that ride with my crew to Philly a couple of times, right? And I know some people that know them that told me this chick gave these motherfuckers my address where I lay my head. How would you feel?
That's war.
That's fucking war. And I mean that shit with every fucking fiber of my fucking being. I'm going to defend myself, my house, my family. Plain and simple. You don't do shit like that. It's out of bounds, bruh. Where I lay my head, I'm like, the only thing I can say is, bring it, come on. Come on. I don't have bodyguards, man. I got soldiers, man. And we beyond riding and dying. Only thing we just wait for you to bring it. That's it. We can set this shit off at any moment. That's cool. Plain and simple. It's plain and fucking simple. I don't go kicking up no dust with people. You understand what I'm saying? I went out of my way, and yet again, I took the high road. I called them brothers to talk. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all I can do. What they do after that, I don't know. But ain't nobody gonna secretly plot on my motherfucking life. I'm telling you straight up, bro. And I know about it. And I'm telling you straight up, man. There's a couple of police officers I know in Philly that I was rolling with. So I'm not just saying this just to be saying this. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. Seriously. Stop running your mouth. Stop telling people where I live. You understand what I'm saying? Because if my babies get hurt in this, it's going to be a serious problem, bro. It's going to be a real problem.
Straight.
And the brothers out there, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Straight. I think we're going to have Sarnetta. I believe Sarnetta is trying to get in, so we're going to have Sarnetta passing through the studios real shortly as well. But for everybody else out there, please hit the share button. Hit the share button. Let everybody know we've got Professor Griff, the Griff himself, the living legend. You know what? Professor Griff has got so much integrity. I need to find the word that rhymes with integrity right there. Iconic integrity icon. I don't even know. I need to get something for that. But we've got him on the show right now. So please hit the share button. Let everybody know we're here right now. We're live with Professor Griff. You know what? I always like to come to some type of resolution. I like to come to a point where we can learn from your own mistakes and other people's mistakes. Or shortfallings, so to say. So I'd like to ask you a question. A lot of us, we're entrepreneurs. We're entrepreneurs and we have relationships. So I'm going to ask you, how is the best way to incorporate your family or your relationships, your relationship life, with your partner, i.e. your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever the case may be, depending on your sex. How do we incorporate our partners in something we're doing? in serving a higher purpose as a business, as doing a show of, or waking up, you know, our community and trying to benefit our community as a whole. How do we work with how do we work with our partners? How do we work with the opposite sex to produce something for future generations to actually benefit from? And how do we try our best? How do we make sure we can keep ourselves together and, you know, not once one person falls off, the whole thing falls down? For future generations to actually benefit from. So just mute the mic. Okay, cool. So did you get that?
I think, yeah, no, I understand the question. That's $1 million question. I could probably only give you like $100 answer. I think everyone has to tap into the self and see if that gift that the Creator deposited in you can connect with your mate's mission. It's not your mission. If those two things can connect, it's a beautiful thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a very beautiful thing if those things can connect. Definitely. And I'm saying that everyone still has to stay, quote unquote, in their lane. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a Leo. I'm a lion. I roar. You understand what I'm saying? I'm headstrong. I'm spirited. You understand what I'm saying? There's not much room in my lane. Sonetta, you all right?
Peace and black power, my brother Griff. What's going on with you, man?
Sound First, like you.
Yo, man, I want to say peace and black power to my brother Griff, one of the strongest brothers that's in my generation that came up, been doing this work for over 40 years. And plus, I mean, this brother is a real soldier. He been on the ground. And I'm going to say the hell with the naysayers, Griff. Them Negroes did the same thing to me. They put my address on there. So we got to understand, and they did the same thing to Michael Edwards, we got to understand agent provocateurs when we see them. And when these Negroes do that, they not looking at your family, your children, and your wife. Because the majority of the time, we outside. We not in the house, you know? So shit can go down while we not even in the house. My daughter could be in the house by herself, coming from school. And these in the whack niggas, yeah, I know who I'm talking about. These in the whack niggas is running around doing agent shit, putting people's address up on the screen.
Yeah.
You know, I don't give a fuck if you come at me. Say what you want. Bang on my ass. Do what you got to do. But when you start putting my daughter and my wife and everybody else in jeopardy, now it becomes a problem. Where do they do that at? Who does shit like that? Like, for example, Griff, what have you done so dangerous that would make a nigga do something like that to you and to your family? Like, what have you done that could outdo this shit what the white man is doing to us right now that will make these black crackers do something like that?
But you know something, all I did was hang the damn phone up. But then all I did was try to build a platform for someone, and it went left. And all of a sudden now that individual, y'all know who I'm talking about, she went and did an interview with them. Now, how you going to go knowing that these people are threatening my life and you're going to go do an interview with them? That's out of bounds. And all of a sudden now, my address turns up in certain places, and now people know, these dudes know my address. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, that's out of bounds, man. That's unacceptable, bro. I'm sorry. Unacceptable. But, hey.
These are cowards, man. These are cowards. And that's why they stay in their mother's bedroom. They don't come out the house. They don't do lectures. They don't come. They can't even come to lectures, man. That's how bad they made it for themselves. You see? Because people want to rock they damn knot. So they can't even come out the house. They got to do lectures, sneak in the city, sneak out there, and, you know, whatever.
But my thing is, I'm thinking, but if people have access to personal information, I went through that situation with Tariq Nasheed and Zaza. I didn't put anyone's personal information out there like that. She took it personal because he pulled up her record from whatever she did with the government. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, yeah, it's kind of foul. You don't do that. Whatever. But nonetheless, there was a level of respect. Once I was able to communicate and get a word to him, I wanted to meet with the brother just man to man so we could sit down and talk. You understand what I'm saying? I got the man's address. I'm not putting that shit up on Facebook, no way on YouTube. That's stupid. And I'm not putting that man's family in jeopardy. You understand what I'm saying? I know people in LA that'll ride with me. You know, I'm not doing nothing stupid like that over for something foolish. When all of us have knowledge and stuff and we can sit down and we can talk, no, I'm not doing nothing like that. But when it comes to me, Professor Griff, I must have done something so fucking bad that somebody got to put my address out there like that. So these people got to have access to me where I lay my head. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
All right. All right. You know what, Sana, you've been doing some great works as well. I saw the press conference you did with Poppy, and you know, going in on the molestation of the young brother and other individuals within inside of the community by African Bambaataa. At the moment, you know, I don't know whether it's allegations or whether these claims are actually true or not. So far, the testimony.
Oh, that shit right now.
The testimony.
That motherfucker guilty.
The testimonies seem pretty much solid. Seems pretty much convincing. So you know what? I need Professor Griff to actually jump on this situation and actually let us know what has been going on. And you know what? Has the community known about you know what, African Bambaataa's homosexual past and continuation of his homosexual past, and you know what, troubling little children?
Well, Sonetta can speak to this better than I can. First of all, bro, you need to know he's guilty. You understand? We in the streets. We connected to the people. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not concerned about whether the dude is a homo. I don't fuck what he do in his bedroom. But when it comes to them little boys, that's a real fucking problem, bro. You understand? Keep the homo shit over there. When it comes to you putting your hands on little boys, I got a real problem with that, man. So much so when I did the interview with Brother Rich, I had to calm down and handle it like an elder statesman. You understand what I'm saying? But right now, I'm not in no motherfucking elder statesman kind of fucking mood. For real. Plain and simple. You want to go to white people, Rolling Stone and Fox News and all these other people, and hide behind them, and you ran to Minister Farrakhan in Chicago and these other people thinking that people are going to save your fat black ass. That ain't happening on my watch, man. Plain and simple. And I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm not going to handle this with care no more. The gloves are coming off. Simply because there's too many people that came forth. People are calling me personally, telling me what this dude has done to them. You understand what I'm saying? I haven't even put that information out because I fell back and I said, okay, let me see what's going to take place. Paradise Gray, he don't mind me mentioning his name, from X-Clan. Minister Server from KRS-One's camp, and that's another story. The KRS-One deal. Yeah. There's too much information that we have that this cat is guilty all the way around. I'm just trying to figure out, and I don't want no more fucking no more phone calls. The only phone call I'm waiting on is what the fuck is gonna be done to this dude. That's the only phone call I want to get, plain and simple. Because if y'all bitch ass niggas are too scared to take care of that business, call Professor Griff, 678-557-2919. I'm gonna say this so the world can hear it. Dude, pack your motherfucking bags and go to one of them countries that you can't even pronounce the name. Fucking Uzbekistan, some fucking where. And go live your life, dude. Because if you walk the streets of the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, among us, it's going to be some problems, man. It's going to be some problems. Plain and simple. It's going to be some problems.
Straight. And you know what?
Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead, sir.
I want to say this real quick. When the story first broke, when I heard the brother came out with the story, when the story first broke, I was like, man, get the hell out of here. I ain't going for that.
Right.
But as it kept mounting up, and now when you see people in the street, they telling you, man, y'all just knowing that we've been knew about this. Right. I was like, what? You've been knew about this for 40 years? And it's right up under our noses? So what's going on is that people were saying things like, Bambaataa had gangsters around him. Like, people say anything, they know they would be like in the trunk or get work on them. So there was a lot of fear that people wouldn't come out with. You know, people was naming names like Preacher and all these other gangsters, killers. And so as I keep seeing the information mount up and build up, I say, yo, you know what? This shit is bigger than Africa Bambaataa, because now I see our queen, our beautiful, lovely sister Sapphire, coming out talking about she was molested. You know? Then my nephew just dropped a video talking about how his daughter was molested in his next door neighbor's house. How the preacher, he was a preacher. He would send them over there for Bible studies, and the preacher would start putting his hands down her blouse. He damn near killed that damn preacher. You see what I'm saying? So let me ask you a question, Griff. Would you ever give a shout out to a gay bar, Professor Griff, live on YouTube?
Give a shout out to who?
Would you ever give a shout out to a gay bar? Like, would you say, yo, shout out to the gay bar over there in Harlem or wherever?
Hell nah, fuck that.
The reason I'm saying that to you, brother, is because these in the whack niggas, some call them in the black, but I say these in the whack niggas, Queen Noble is known all over for saying raping the black woman is revolutionary.
Yeah.
He is known for coming out. He is a known homosexual. He paints his nails. In the whack, they support him. GMS, another Hebrew group, who came out and said you can have sex with 9-year-old girls. 50-year-olds, they said it live in front of everybody. You can come out and have sex with 9-year-old girls. 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, we're going to get them young. This is the leader of GMS, Taharibu. He said we can get them young. We're going to have sex as soon as they come on their menstrual cycle. If they 9, we're going to have sex with them. Don't you know that In the Whack came out and gave them brothers a shout out too, gave them niggas a shout out, supported them. You see? So you don't support no groups like that. I don't get the reason why they supported them, because they said they was going against Sarnetta. But Sarnetta condemned them. So of course they're gonna go against me. I condemned them. We put their ass on Front Street. I'm the one that filmed them when he said it, Griff. I was filming him when this nigga said that he can have sex with a 9-year-old girl as long as her menstrual cycle come out, and this is what his Most High God is telling him to do. These niggas is still out there on the street on 34th Street, brother. And these In the Whack niggas endorsed them, supported them. So what does that say about these niggas? They not here for the people. They don't care about us. They just worrying about you, Griff. They worrying about me, because that's what the agent tell motherfuckers. Go out there and kick dirt on these groups right here.
Yeah.
Don't you know there's a picture floating around right now on YouTube saying Sarnetta, and they got my picture, they got my YouTube, they took a screenshot, and they said Sarnetta talks about Bambaataa molesting him. And I just laughed at it, man. I'm like, look at these niggas won't stop at nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, somebody called Star Show. It was alluding to the guy that talks about the Illuminati with a slideshow that he approached them about some homo stuff, referring to me. And Star shut him down though. Star shut him down, and Star should have. I know Star from back in the day. You understand what I'm saying? But back to this Bambaataa thing. In all seriousness, good brother, the worst is yet to come with this. It's a lot deeper than what people think it is. And I'm just surprised that the people around him, so Minister Server, Paradise Gray, a couple of other brothers from the Zulu Nation, had to ask Bam to sit down. You understand what I'm saying? To give up his post in the Zulu Nation. That still don't let you off the hook, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Sarnetta,
Yes.
10 o'clock tonight on Fox, he's supposed to be on.
That's correct. That is correct.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yes.
My question is, why are you going to Fox? How come you didn't come to the black community and talk to us?
Hold up, you said Bambaataa gonna be on Fox?
Yes.
Oh man.
Because he thinks white people can protect them.
Oh, he probably got a check. He probably got that check from him, you know. He probably got a check to tell his story.
No, you see, we cannot continue to have these people do the damage that they've done in the black community and then go run behind the slave master's children. No, man. Let me ask y'all something. All of y'all men on here. Do you think the Italians would go for that if you raped a little Italian girl and they found out? They
Nope.
wouldn't go for that. Am I right or wrong?
Nope.
They handle some serious business. I wouldn't. Could you get away with raping a Jewish woman?
Nope.
Hell no.
Come on now, talk to me.
Hell no. You see what they did to the Central Park jogger? And them
Exactly.
brothers was guilty. I mean, innocent.
Exactly. You not gonna rape no Irish woman, and them Irish dudes, as crazy as they are, because I know some, and they find out. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why is it that we can allow this to go on in the black community, and none of us can come together and check this? I first said on Brother Richard's show, if the brother need help, let's get him some help, man. But
Hell
first he has to come talk to us. You understand what I'm saying?
Hell
He
no.
won't even admit that he's done this.
You know what? What's confusing to me, what's baffling to me is like over here, like we hear of these cases on a regular basis. If there is somebody who's a nonce, I don't know if you know familiar with the term nonce, but if somebody who's actually troubling little children at all, these people in the UK itself, cases like this happen where they literally get doused with gasoline, rubber
right.
tie around them, and put up in flames. There ain't no coming back. There ain't no clinical help. There ain't nothing like that. It's just straight done the thing. So I'm baffled. How was he able to get away with this for so long, and how did he have a community, a network to shelter him? And were those network actually involved with these heinous acts as well? Because it's crazy to think that people were actually aware of this actually occurring within the community. This is like one of the greatest crimes to ever take place inside of the black community, even within the prison culture. If you go to prison and they find out you've been troubling little children, you know, it's going to be very difficult for you to actually make it out of prison.
Right.
So I want to know
let me tell you how I think it happens. And Sarnetta could back me up on this. When I heard about the homo thing, I cursed the dude out. Because I'm like, you talking about Bambaataa, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? And I just couldn't fathom that this dude was gay. I'm talking about Bambaataa. He wearing ankhs and all kind of stuff, man. And
He
you
got the
understand
name
what I'm saying?
Africa.
Right.
Bambaataa.
Bambaataa.
But you know what? Poppy said something that made all of us think, Grip, and he said, have you ever saw Bambaataa with a woman? And when they said that, and you think about it, you be like, hell no, we never seen him with a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, someone said that to me, so I started looking through the pictures I have, because I've taken pictures. It's like, nah. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, but tonight, tonight, in a few hours, I'm going to be on with Brother Rich and Sarnetta. Chuck D is going to be on with me.
Chuck.
Yeah, because you could tell him what KRS-One did. I can't even speak on KRS-One. That's just too much for my dome, man. I can't. Son, can you tell him? Maybe y'all have heard what KRS-One said and did on his way to Barcelona, Spain. But I'm like, come on, Chris. We're the guardians and the gatekeepers of the culture. The Professor Griff's, Chuck D's, KRS-One. We got to speak up for the culture. You understand what I'm saying? And for you to say, Chris, that you don't give a fuck about us and the culture and the people, and that's Bambaataa's business, no, that's unacceptable, bro. That's unacceptable, man. I'm just telling you straight up, man to man, brother to brother, that is unacceptable, man. That's unacceptable.
I agree. I agree 100%. I'm going to tell you, KRS-One, man, god damn, when I heard him say that, I was like, nah, KR, he's one of my favorites, man. You know what I'm saying? I still got his music to this day in my car, man. He's one, and you know what? Bad timing. He just dropped the album last week, brother.
Right. I heard him. He promoted the album at the end of the little thing he did.
So you know that shit probably flopped after that shit, man.
Yeah, people that have looked up to KRS-One now, man. I saw some brothers in Brooklyn in the street burning his albums.
Yeah, and they saying that we got to look into it because they saying he might be a little funny. So that's what they saying right now. He got a little sugar in his tank.
Oh, I don't even know about all that, but I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But can I say one thing real quick?
Go ahead.
Let's look at the big picture. Let's remove some of the hip-hop icons, right? And then in a minute, let's rewrite the narrative of hip-hop. Now we can say hip-hop was started by homosexuals. Come on, talk to me.
Yeah, that's some deep shit right there.
Look at the big, come on, I'm looking at it from my third eye through that lens now, right? They can say that white people started it along with the gay homosexual dudes in hip-hop, and this is how hip-hop began now. So now our children, your children's children will look back, and the narrative will be different now. Now it'll be hip-hop started by the gay black dude, the chubby black gay dude, and a few other gay people and white people. And that's going to be the narrative now. Come on, y'all. So no longer high infinite power healing our people. It's some other shit.
Damn.
Come on, y'all.
Damn. So you know what? How do we safeguard our culture? How do we safeguard hip hop from, you know, these types of things?
How do other people safeguard their culture? By any, every, and all means necessary.
That's right. And when we see things like this happening in the culture, Griff and Son Netta and a few of us shouldn't be the only one banging on it. The whole fucking community supposed to come out and condemn that shit. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's how we save it. You see what I'm saying? It shouldn't just be Griff. It shouldn't just be the House of Consciousness. It should be all of us, man. And let me say something. I see an ignorant person, right? In the chat room, they saying Griff and Son Netta are the dumbest people. They are dumb. But check this out right quick. I want you to follow me. If Son Netta and Griff are stupid and dumb, just look at the works that Griff and Son Netta have done. Look at the world that's learning from my platform, from what professor, because Griff been here before me. Griff been throwing this shit down through Public Enemy. He been laying this shit down through Public Enemy. All right? So I'm just following my captain lead, my brother, Professor Griff. So look at the works that in the foundation that this brother have laid across all over America, family. If Griff was so stupid, how come you got people all over the world looking and listening and learning from Griff? Same way with me. You know, if you was to take Griff and just put him in Europe and have him stand on the corner, you know what? He would get so much love from Europeans, because I've been to Dead Prez. I've been to Dead Prez. What they call it?
Concerts.
Concerts. Yeah, I've been to Dead Prez concert. I even seen one of Public Enemy concerts, and that shit is jam packed with nothing but crackers. You see what I'm saying? You got these crackers up in there, man, showing love. So I guarantee you, this brother is known all over the world because of what he has done. Me, myself, I know. What time?
At 10, I think.
Yeah, we already said that. My wife just called me and said, yo, he's going to be on the news at 10. Yeah. We know that already. So we're going to see, damn, you know what? I should go down there. That shit is right downtown. I should go down there.
I wouldn't go down there.
Coming right out and say, yo, what's up with us?
There's some dudes I know out of Queens and Brooklyn that's going to confront dude if they see him. So I'd stay away from dude, man, for real, to be honest with you. Because I'm concerned about his mental health. And as far as the person in the chat room calling me dumb, well, it's easy to prove whether I'm dumb once you come challenge me intellectually. We can show you how dumb I am.
There you go.
That's it. Or match Son Netta's work ethic. And this is what I said a year ago about Son Netta. Why don't you come match his work ethic? You understand what I'm saying? Or come match the intellect. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, man.
Yeah, but I'm thinking real quick.
They're gonna do that, Son Netta. I'm not even entertaining them.
I'm thinking about going downtown real quick, because Fox News on 5 is downtown somewhere. It's on 40-something Street and 5th Avenue. Catch his ass going in or catch him coming out. Had the camera up there, yo, man, Bonnie, what up, man? You need to talk to us. You know?
Leave that man alone, man.
Man, this is what I do right here, bro. I think I might do that, man. What time is it right now?
Sarnetta, I want to be able to hear this dude, what he has to say, man.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody put a question up. I can't read it because I don't have my glasses on, but are y'all reading this long, drawn-out question somebody put up?
Sorry. I'm actually on the YouTube right now, and let me just quickly get to some of the questions because I see our audience members has some questions. Sci-Fi. So Sci-Fi is one of our supporters. Peace to Sister Lolita, who's tuned in as well. She asked here, Titans, question. Tommy TLM, how does Sa feel about Zaza? That's a question from Sci-Fi.
Hold up, she said, how does I feel about Zaza?
Yeah.
I don't feel anything about her. I mean, I don't feel nothing about her. I don't know her like that. That was Griff Companion. And all I want to say is I support my brother because I know Griff would support me. You know, I can't just go and follow someone else that's been, you know, that just came here yesterday. I don't really know that much about Zaza Ali, but I know my brother Professor Griff, and I support Griff 110%. Now, I know people gonna say, oh, Sarnetta bashing women. No, I have a wife here, I have daughters, I have my mother. I love the women. Look, Sapphire, I'll tell you in a minute. I don't have no problem with sisters. But what I'm saying to that question is, I know Professor Griff, and I've known him for years, and I trust and believe my brother Griff. That's all I'm saying.
Can I say something to that? And
Go ahead.
Let me speak directly to you, bro. I think people gave her the pass because of me. And there was a period, an interim period, that people just wanted to say, okay, Griff validated it, Griff is, but let me see what she's talking about. Let me see what she's gonna do. Let me check it out. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think that's only fair. But to turn around and say I didn't do the work that I did to create the platform, to give you the platform so you can talk to the people, I think that's, you're doing yourself a disservice when you come at me. You understand what I'm saying? Because all I did was create the platform. And let's just say for the record, I didn't make Zaza Ali. I didn't, you know, we sharpened one another's sword, but I didn't make Zaza Ali. I'm not responsible for her intellect. Of course, there were some things that was shared. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sure there's some things that she learned. Hell, there were some things that I learned. And I can honestly say for the record, that sister in the best that she is, made me a better man. Anybody that met me after that said, you know, something's up with you, dude. You kind of, I was a lot more easier to talk to. You understand what I'm saying? Because I could be rough and rugged, man. And I'll tell anybody, rolling with her, that balance, oh, I give it to her all day long, and I'll tell her to her face. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not on here bashing her. I just don't like what she did to me personally. You understand what I'm saying? And it's for that person that asked that question. Can I answer that question? If Zaza was not calling my friends to do things for her, I think she should back up off of that because my friends are not going to do that. We live by a code, Zaza. And the brothers are not going to break the code, man. The women out there that work with me, they're not going to break the code. Plain and simple. I'm loyal to them and they loyal to me. So stop calling the people in my black book for you to go do lectures and whatnot. They're not going to do it. And the ones that do it, fuck them. Fuck them. They can never call me. Ever. Them bitch-ass niggas from Houston could never call me. And none of the motherfucking flunkies. These are the same people that I had to beat down the door to let the sister in. Now that she's in and I don't work with her no more, all of a sudden now you think she's great. She's my hero. Shut the fuck up, lying. Nigga, you want some pussy. Shut the fuck up. Bitch ass niggas.
All right.
All of a sudden she's great now. You wanted to fight me earlier when I tried to get her through the door. And now all of a sudden, a year or so later, your ass talk about she great. Shut the fuck up. Or come get it, nigga.
All right. You know what? You know what? You mentioned earlier on.
Yo, I'm sorry, family. I just want to say I'm out. I'm headed down there, man. I gotta go down there, brother.
You know what?
Sorry, brother. I gotta go.
Do what you do best. You know, I remember
Black News 102.
You know, we was out there. I know we was out there when I was down on 125th Street, and there was a madness going on in was it the Gap?
All right, peace. I gotta go. It's at 10 o'clock.
All right, go, man. Go do you. Sai is about that life. He's on this thing. Trust me, 100%. You know what? There's a question here for Professor Griff. It says, you know, there's a show going on later on, which you mentioned earlier on, which is, I believe it's Richie. I believe it's Black Magic 363. You're going to be on the show later on with Chuck D. Is that correct? I think the audience members just want to know where's that going to be at, and how to find it.
The way me and Brother Rich do it, it's just a phone conversation, and we put it up on YouTube the next day. And the reason why we do that, so it can be uninterrupted. But surprisingly enough, I'm doing a Public Enemy show, and me and Chuck backstage, and he brought up Brother Rich's name. And I'm like, you sure you want to go on Brother Rich's show? He said, yeah, I don't care. So I called Brother Rich. I said, yo, Chuck want to go on the show and talk about the Bambaataa thing, Prince, Fife, Maurice White, Francis Cress Welsing, Delbert Blair. He want to talk about all of that. So I'm like, cool, let's make it happen.
Wow. I love this. You know what? The community is just growing and expanding as very fast. So I love that. This, you know, it's really popping off. You know what? Actually, tell me, please. You know, we've got a topic up here about Fife Dog. So yeah, I don't know. Can you give us some information on Fife?
Well, I know Fife was sick for a while. And there was a few of us, not to put the man's personal business out there. Please, family, don't take it that way. But we tried to get him to see either the Dr. Sebi or Layla Africa or other people, Queen of Four or somebody, for the healing. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, we are as black men, we don't go to the doctor like that, man. You know, we feel we could deal with it. It's part of macho thing. It's part of I guess who we are, man. And I think it's just kind of caught up with him, bro, to be honest with you. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't neglecting himself. There's a lot of people in hip-hop that are dying because of poor health. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, it's just unfortunate, man. You understand what I'm saying? That we didn't have to lose him or Prince. Seriously.
I apologize for the delay. Sorry about that. Brother Konsu, I know we've got callers coming in. So Konsu, if you've got any questions that you would like to ask, you know, the living legend himself, the icon of integrity, Professor Griff, any questions, please? You know what, the floor is open to you right now. As well, so I'm going to wait for you to unmute your mic. If you don't unmute your mic, that's fine. For everybody else who would like to actually come in and actually have a conversation with Professor Griff right now, hit me up on the Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. You can literally go to my Facebook page, which is Kalam, K-A-L-A-M, space S-P-E-L, S-P space E-L. Okay, so that's Kalam SPL. If you go onto Facebook, message me in there, or even go down at the bottom of the screen. Go into the description box right now. At the bottom, it will give you all of our group pages, our Talk with the Titans group page, our Titans TV or Talk with the Titans Facebook page, as well as my personal Facebook page. So if you want to get in and you want the link and actually want to have a conversation and want to talk with Professor Griff right now, I'm going to open it up for you very shortly. So please message me and let me know. Peace to Dr. Ma'at. I can see her inside of the comment section. Peace to you, Dr. Ma'at. We've got a lot of sisters here right now as well. So yeah, I mean, drop me the questions and I definitely will ask them. So, Konsu, are you back? Are you back? Kufu, are you there?
Peace, I'm here. You know it, man. What's good?
Yeah. Let me know if you got any questions.
On the horizon. Professor Griff, I hear you talk a lot about the hip-hop and the music industry. Okay, we talked about the deaths of some of these brothers who lost their life due to gaining control over their masters. Jay-Z, that comes to mind. He's very affluential. He has his masters. Could he find himself in one of those situations just by acquiring, you know, his own title or his own catalog? Could that be a situation that could come forth just because you have your own masters or you own your own work?
No. Jay-Z won't ever find himself in that situation because he's not bucking the system. If you listen to what Michael Jackson was saying when Michael Jackson met his demise, he was calling Tommy Mottola and the rest of them devils. Was he not?
Right.
Let's look at some of the things Prince was calling them, which is similar. You understand what I'm saying? Sam Cooke, Ray Charles, I could call the roll, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But Jay-Z won't find himself in that situation because I don't think Jay-Z wants to ever be in that position where he's in opposition to these people. Jay-Z is going along to get along with these people. Plain and simple. Matter of fact, probably signed on the dotted line. And if he ever make a move, man, they'll take him out of here.
Okay, one last question. Okay, go ahead.
New Galaxy S7 Edge commercial with Lil Wayne. All the fuck he can do is pour liquor on the phone. What the fuck is that? But anyway,
That's a fool.
what you're saying?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about this thing that's been going around, this Cash Money, Birdman. Put some respect on my name. What's your take on that interview on the Breakfast Club?
Money. What let me. Did you hear the gospel choir?
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right, but hold up. What I respect about Birdman, though, which people don't give him credit for, he said, fuck it. I'm going to go right to the goddamn station and say this shit to their face. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't care how it turned out. He was man enough to say, yo, you know something? I'm tired of y'all running your motherfucking mouth about me. Next time you'll say my name, put some respect on it.
All true, y'all.
But we understood what he was saying, though.
Okay, so you're looking at it from the perspective of him speaking up and, you know, going to the record station and, you know, voicing his opinion on how, you know, they're going about using his name and things of that nature.
But I don't think it was an opinion, Kufu. I don't think it was an opinion. He went there to tell them live and direct. Look, man, watch out my name come out your mouth, man. Can y'all show me a little respect here? Come on. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be getting all fly at the mouth. Matter of fact, get all fly at the mouth now. I'm here with my crew. Mm-hmm. Get all fly at the mouth now. Kind of gangster, but I understand where he coming from. You understand what I'm saying? Mm. But now, Charlemagne the God, I think he should have handled that in such a way where, like, okay, cool, we give you that. Enough respect. Let's get on with the interview. Let me ask you, bro. And then dealt with it that kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? So we can at least hear from the man. So what are these things that was said that was disrespectful when we said your name? You understand what I'm saying? So we could get the full story. What was it? People was asking me, well, what did they say about him? I said, I don't know. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was the thing where the chick came to his house banging on the door and they got into a fight. I don't know if it's the Lil Wayne thing. I don't know if it's any of that. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? And none of us really know. But I think Charlemagne the God and the sister, they should, Angela Yee and the other brothers should have handled it in a different kind of way. I would have wanted to hear the interview. You understand what I'm saying? At least when he left, let's get him on the phone. You understand what I'm saying? So we can at least hear some dialogue. Plain and simple. That's my take on it. Listen, some of us are refined. I'm slightly refined, but a lot of us still got street in us.
Okay. True.
I would have said, I'm sorry about that. We spoke out of turn. So can I ask you a few questions, Mr. Birdman, sir? And put some respect on it. That's what I would have did.
Kufu. Did you have any more questions, or you finished, or we done?
Would you interview Birdman?
Would I? Yeah, why not? Why not?
That's what I said. Why not?
That'd be interesting. Real interesting.
You see, I grew up. I've been kicked around and punched in martial arts and flipped, and I've been shot at. And knives been pulled out on me and guns and shit. And Dudes have talked shit and 2 times bigger than me, and I don't give a fuck. Can we talk though? You understand this to me? I don't care. I've been threatened before, man. I've been knocked down. I've been punched. I've been kicked. I'm fine. I get up. I brush that shit off, and I'm like, all right, let's go. You understand what I'm saying? That shit don't move me. But I want to know, and I want to be able to show you a level of respect. Like I want a level of respect. Let's just talk. I'm open to talk. As a matter of fact, I can name 4 people who were my enemies recently that have picked up the phone and called me to talk. And guess what I did? I humbled myself and I talked to them. We're not enemies no more. Respect. RESPECT, as Aretha Franklin would say.
No, it's RESPEK.
Right? Re means to bind back to. Specto means to look. What Birdman was saying was just look again. If you do the interview again and my name come up, can you just do it in a respectful way? Yes, because I'm not here to defend myself. That's all Birdman was saying. And I understand Birdman. I understand.
Definitely. You know,
I wouldn't have came up there with 8 dudes. It was just been me and my man and my dude in the car with the ratchet. You understand what I'm saying? And we'd have been fine.
Straight. You know, but what I love about Birdman as well is you know, the entrepreneurial spirit. The fact that, you know, everybody's actually mocking him, mocking the way the interview kind of went. And what did he do straight away? Entrepreneur. Put out a t-shirt. Put some respect on my name. And I'm sure he's making thousands, hundreds of thousands of that t-shirt, of the t-shirt game just from that. So I love that. I love that.
Yeah, but not only that, it sent a signal to us as warriors, as street soldiers, that it's like, okay. And that's the first thing I said. I respect the fact that he came to the station and confronted the people that was talking shit about him. That's what I would do. But they don't want to see me, man. Because I'm not going to come up there like Mr. Tough Guy. I ain't going to bring no crew with me. Talk to me. I mean, I want to know what you're saying about me. You understand what I'm saying? And like I told you earlier, if I'm wrong, I'll be a man and apologize and let me correct it. But if I'm right, put some respect on my name for real, man. Put some respect on it. Put some respect on it. I'm serious out for real, folks. Put some goddamn respect on it.
I'm just going through the messages right now. I see a few people, you know what, coming through. You know what, shout outs to my sister Zaza Ali as well. I know it's all love between you and the sister.
Yeah, you know you need to stop because you ain't shout my ass out when you asked her about me.
Okay, let me go back in time. Shout out to Professor Griffin, the past show. I needed to put some respect on his name.
After May 30th, it ain't gonna be no ill will, bro. After May 30th, I'm not even gonna mention that sister's name. And if anybody asks me, no comment. I'm gonna tell people ahead of time. Don't ask me about that broad, man. Don't ask me about it. I'm only doing it now because you asked me, and I gave you my word that I talk about anything. After May 30th, I ain't saying shit about her. Good, bad, indifferent, or I just don't want to hear my name out of my mouth, and don't call my people. That's all. Because my people call me. Call me for validation for her. I said, nah, I can't, nah, bro. Can't do it. No.
And you know what? I've got, you know what? I'm pretty sure I had somebody actually asking me some questions. You know what? If I can find it right now, I'm just looking through if I can actually find the question. It's pertaining to the Yaqub. Earlier on, you mentioned the Yaqub story and how it correlates, and if it actually correlates to the Made Man story in Kemet. Could you give us some information or insight? Because I'm pretty sure you're writing a book with Yaqub, but somebody's asking me a question of does it actually correlate with this man-made story in Kemet?
Well, let me just clear something up. I wrote the Brown Germ Manifesto at the end of that thing with me and Zaza, because what she did to me and the way she conducted herself, it caused me to go back into the teachings and to find out what this brown germ is about. I didn't have no intentions on writing the Brown Germ Manifesto, and I'm not going to put it out to the public. I'm not going to sell it. It's not going to be a book for sale. You understand what I'm saying? But because of the treatment and how I got treated and how I was handled and dealt with, it caused me to go back into the teachings and study Yakub's history and go into the Brown Germ and see how these people were made and see what it was that came through the womb of the white woman onto the earth into the black community and what they brought with them. You understand what I'm saying? One day we'll talk about the Brown Germ Manifesto. But right now, no. It's in my private collection, and as Prince said, it's in the vault.
That's right. Khufu, are you there? Khufu. You know what? You made this happen, man. I'm keep on calling you back. You have to have the prime time right about now.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm just enjoying the show, man.
Charles, this is a beautiful show. You know, I've got people going crazy. Everybody's going ham in the comment section right now. Khufu, if you've got any questions that you would like to ask Professor Griff, please ask it away, because I'm about to go into the comment section and get some of these questions actually asked for them, because they're going real crazy.
Can I ask Khufu something?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
What's the meaning of your name?
I know the Ku part means light, or luminous being of light.
Oh, okay. Because I have some young people that are having children now, since I'm an old man, and they're asking me for names, and it's like, I love those names, man, when black people can explain them, because a lot of times when you read it, we got to put our thing on it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so my thing on it is basically why I do call myself that is because I'm always being creative, and so I just took on like another attribute in order to go into a level or mind state of creation. And we know Khufu was supposedly, he built the pyramids, so how can I put my mind in the same mind state as a master builder when, you know, I'm trying to do what I'm doing and getting into that creative space? So that's personally why I took the name, and I add my Akaru, you know, as you know, being truthful and truth of voice at the end of it. So I'm trying to come up with creative things and be creative and get into that space, but still be pure at heart.
Oh, give thanks. I remember when I was coming up in the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths, Rashim God Allah, and as a result, my oldest son, his name is Rashim. We had show and prove, man. I went to them rallies, the universal rallies. You understand what I'm saying? You had to show and prove, plain and simple. And no notes, no books in your hand. Step in the middle of the cipher, and we build. You understand what I'm saying? And that really sharpens your sword. A lot of people that haven't been through that, they don't know what it's like. A lot of people that haven't stood in the ranks of the FOI, shoulder to shoulder with men, going to war with men in the streets, you don't know what that's like, man. Man, it's something, man. You understand what I'm saying?
I definitely do. I mean, I came up out of the culture. You know, my father, he was a follower, a part of the Nation of Islam under Elijah Muhammad. Okay. And then when he passed on, you know, he took up some of the other teachings of his son, Wallace D. Muhammad, which a lot of people, they don't agree with, but just as far as being, you know, in certain sectors of society and trying to, you know, be prominent in your field, my father took on, you know, his teachings of Sunni versus version of Islam. So I've definitely been through, you know, the struggle, you know, and I know what you're talking about. And I want to give a shout out to my brother Ngozi. He's definitely would be one of the people that could go in the ring and just, you know, sharpen that steel. Yeah, he's one of the founder members of Team Osiris. So when you do have your show, maybe that might be one of the, you know, shows you have, you know, to bring back that spirit of that energy.
Right. Right. Yes, there's some young brothers, man, that's coming up, 19 to 29 years old, and boxing, martial arts. I met with the brothers. They asked me to come participate in some of the training classes and that kind. Yo, there's some soldiers coming up, man. I didn't even know these brothers was out there. They contacted me one day and they was like, yo, we love you, man. We want to secure you. We want to support you. If you need that private force that need to go take care of that business, call us. I'm like, bruh, that's a real honor. But you know something, man? I have to be able to grow into my elder statesmanship, because I know, and I'm gonna tell y'all brothers straight up, especially you, Khufu, I know once I give that order, once the arrow leaves the bow, I can't call it back, man. That's why I'm careful about what I say. You understand? Because I don't want nobody go doing anything in my name. You understand what I'm saying? And harming innocent people. That's not gonna happen on Professor Griff's watch. I'm careful about what I say, man. These brothers are hanging on my every word, and I can't be reckless with my mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Even what I went through with people, I wouldn't want nobody to harm, what's her name, Zaza, or her little boyfriend that's threatening me. You understand what I'm saying? But if somebody come against me, they're gonna take care of that business. Plain and simple. I'm just saying, I'm not all the people that I have friction with, the people that Sarnetta was talking about in Philly. I know I gave them people, I gave them a flyer where I was going to be in Brooklyn. I said, come on, man. Y'all can come one or two ways. Y'all can bring the pain, or y'all can come sit down and talk. It don't make me no difference, man. My crew was there. We was ready. I'm like, come on, talk to me. Let's talk, though. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm saying, these brothers are there. I'm gonna get with them as often as I can, and I'm gonna pass down some of these techniques I know. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, just like, you know, training the S1Ws and training that other crew that y'all don't know nothing about. But I'm saying, these brothers want to train, we're gonna make it happen, man. Plain and simple. I gotta pass this knowledge down to somebody. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, can I give you an example, man? If I wish I could. Sit tight. Khufu, talk to me, man.
And we've now got brother Khonsu. Khonsu has now joined us, rejoined us again. Peace to the brother Khonsu. You know what? There's actually talks as well going on whether, you know what, we're seeing this, you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce. We're seeing a lot of conscious symbols being flashed around, symbology being flashed around within inside of the formation, within inside of Lemonade album. We're seeing quite a lot of, you know what, artists within inside of hip hop, whether they're consciously aware of it or not, you know, flashing, you know what, comedic or even conscious symbols such as the Ankh. I want to know, is there a level of conscious, or is there a level of awareness or consciousness penetrating the commercial hip-hop scene, or is it simply hip-hop artists using these symbols to commercialize it rather than being aware?
I think it's a little of both. And the shows like this prick their consciousness. You understand what I'm saying? It pricks their consciousness, and they can't do what they do, continue to do what they do, because we there. They know we there. They listen to it. Let me tell you something, bro. They listening right now. And trust me, that some people that you don't even think listening are listening right now, man. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this while I talk, all right? But this is a blank piece of paper. But they're listening right now, man. And we got to understand the fact that they're listening, and we can't take it. We can't take it for granted, man, that they're listening. And we can't take it for granted that we're the ones that planted the seed. What we're doing now with these kind of interviews and these kind of talk, we're watering it. And don't ever think that we're not on their minds. They think about us. They really, truly do.
Facts. Because you know what? You know, just to testify on that, I'm not going to mention any, you know, individuals' names at all. I won't even do that. But it's true. It's very much true. I go through my subscribers and I go, you know, let's see who's actually listening or viewing the show right now. And I'm seeing, you know, popular celebrities with over 1 million subscribers, close to 2 million subscribers, actually subscribe to this channel. They're tuned in. They're watching. They may not be vocal. May not be leaving any comments in the comment section, but they're subscribed and they're definitely tuned in and they're definitely watching. And you know, it's quite crazy to actually see it. So yeah.
I'm showing you how to take a piece of paper and shove it through somebody's neck.
Ooh. See, this is why Professor Griff is dangerous. Don't try to run up on him. Don't try to run up on him. I'm pretty sure you know, you could be in a restaurant with no knife, no fork, but with a spoon and be able to knock you out. You know what? There's a question here.
And I learned this in prison. Take it, you put it between the index finger and the thumb, and here you have a knife right here. made out of a piece of paper, 2 inches thick, in length, and thick as hell. All right? You snatch his ass from the back of his head and you ram it through his damn throat. Or you puncture his eye. You understand what I'm saying? Just like here. Martial artists know what I'm talking about. Try it.
Down. As soon as I come off, I'm gonna be trying this. I can't even put this. I can't even let my son know see what I'm doing because he's crazy like that. He'll be trying to copy. All right.
Hey, Kalam, we got Kansu on the panel. Another member, Timo Cyrus. Timo Cyrus on the horizon. You got any questions for the Griff or any statements, brother Kansu?
I see you got the symbol popping back there.
Everything's cool, man. I'm enjoying the conversation, and much respect to Professor Griff, man. You've been detrimental in my growth, man. Much love to you, brother.
Instrumental, not detrimental.
I was just
you were detrimental. I meant that intentionally because you showed me how important my life was, man, growing up.
Give thanks.
Oh yeah, you definitely you woke me up and gave me consciousness, man. So many elders have. So I appreciate you.
Thanks, good brother.
I like that. You know what? There's a question over here. Hotep says, peace. Ask Brother Griff if he is down with Alex Jones and them dudes knowing they're on a white supremacy agenda overall. Good night, Callum. Okay.
Who asked that question?
A brother, I believe it's a brother called Hotep.
What does he mean down with them? I don't run with Alex Jones. I ain't my homeboy. Fuck. I think people think I tell people all the time, I've done 4,600 interviews in my life, mostly with white people. So because I was on Alex Jones' show, that means I gotta be down with him? Man, shut the fuck up. That's stupid. Shut the fuck up. I ain't got nothing better to say. I've done interviews with NME, Melody Maker, Rolling Stone. When I walked across the stage to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I must have done 40 interviews that day. I've done thousands of fucking interviews all across Europe on tour, on all of the tours I've been on. I've done blog talk, I've done television, so I'm down with them too. Stop that, man. Alex Jones is speaking truth to white people because white people need to hear it. Now, if you were so concerned about me being down with Alex Jones, how do you know about Alex Jones? How do you know about him if you don't listen to him? It's stupid. But no, I'm not down with Alex Jones, whatever Alex Jones is down with. I don't know. I was on Alex Jones' show. Me, Immortal Technique, and a few other people I know, hip-hop heads. So, no, we're not down. Stop that, man. Hotep.
So a lot of people now are asking questions about the Illuminati, Freemasonry, and sex rituals. You know what? It's going so fast on the screen. I don't even know if I can catch it all in all. Real quickly, because you know what? Talk of the Titans. One of our objectives, one of our objectives is literally to bridge the gap, not only between the conscious community across the lands and seas, i.e., the conscious community in the U.S., the conscious community over here in the U.K., Europe, and in Africa. Well, we've got everybody everywhere. We've got people tuning in from China, Australia, Malaysia, all different parts of the world right about now. But one of our goals is actually to, bridge the gap between our leaders, our titans, the people who are in the prominent figures in prominent places, and bridge the gap between them and the audience members, so they can actually have a dialogue, have a conversation, and kind of feel from each other. So this is the reason why a lot of these questions are coming from our audience members. We've got over we've got over 360 odd plus people tuned in right now, live tuned in, listening in to Professor Griff. And so we're going to ask some of these questions. So Callum, can you ask Professor Griff if he uses the SAR symbol, Eye of Horus, for protection?
Oh, definitely, of course. Simply because these are our sacred symbols, but those other people use them for subversive purposes. As you can see, my company, I use the Ark with the microphone in the middle. I'm not sure if y'all could see that, but yeah. So all of the sacred symbols coming off the continent. You understand what I'm saying? I use, regardless of what period it is. I don't care if it's with the Dogon, or the manuscripts coming in, the sacred symbols coming out of the manuscripts in Timbuktu, or with the Zulu, or whomever, ancient Kemet, or wherever, or our brothers and sisters, Ethiopian brothers and sisters, regardless of where it's at. We use these symbols the way our ancestors used the symbols. Now, if they took our symbols and they're using them for subversive purposes, don't turn around and tell me, if you see me wearing the Ankh or whatever, or the all-seeing eye or whatever, that is wicked. No, they just took it and made it wicked. I see my grandmother used to wear a cross, the one without the white bloody Jesus on it. The cross is ours. That's a sacred symbol. But when they pervert it and put the white bloody dude on it, calling him Jesus Christ, the Lord, no, we don't do that, man. That's perversion. So I use all our sacred symbols. I use all the sacred symbols, man.
Indeed, indeed. 1 second, I'm going to get it back up. For all of those of you who are tuned in to Fresh right now and you don't know about Talk with the Titans, of course, I'm going to have to tell you about Talk with the Titans. Talk with the Titans was birthed out of the idea that the intellectual giants, the titans of our community, should have a well-organized platform to present, discuss, and debate critical information affecting our community, proposed by you, our audience members, our community. So if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, and you're just tuning in first time, please hit the subscribe button and tune into our previous shows. I wish I could actually share my screen with you right now, but it looks as though the sharing function is not working. But literally, go to our Talk with the Titans homepage and check out what we're about. We've got loads of conscious lectures, interviews, discussions, and debates with all of your favorite teachers, your favorite scholars, your favorite educators within the community and beyond. We had last week, who did we have on? We had Minister Enki. Minister Enki was on the station giving comedic science breakdown of how to build a God body. We also had Zaza Ali giving the relationship goals and the commercialization of consciousness. We also had Dr. Ma'at, our black women gods, or our women gods. A couple weeks ago, we also had Sarnetta, Brother Uncle Kek, Young Pharaoh, Nasi Yashavel come on, and that was really powerful. That was an exciting show. We also had, Sharif Bey, the Golden Age of the Moors, Brother Polite, Ishmael Bey, and so forth, and Team Osiris, of course, Team Osiris on the horizon. We've had so many people passing through our studios and giving exciting breakdowns as well. And if you're not familiar or tuned in, as of late, Talk with the Titans has actually acquired themselves a studio where we've been given interviews over here in the UK in a studio format. It's absolutely beautiful. The lighting, the studio, the 4 camera setup. Sorry. We've been doing exciting interviews and bringing in the greatest minds in the UK to come sit down on the panel to actually have discussions, to present some information. So of course we had the Black History Man, Robin Walker, who was on not so long ago. We also had Jay Smith, who is actually a white Christian polemicist. It gets crazy. It gets crazy for those of people who want to know the origins of Islam. He gives a very interesting breakdown on the origins of Islam. Who else have we had on? We've also had Onyenka, who's written the book The Blackamoors. This is a beautiful brother right here. He's done some in-depth research on the Blackamoors, going into the archives that are found in the UK and giving out some information about the Blackamoors, or the blacks, or the Moors that was actually living in Europe in the 15th, 16th, 17th century, and how they were treated as free men, as equals, and weren't even allowed to be enslaved in the United Kingdom because those laws never applied to the UK. So that's some very powerful information he was disseminating. We've also had brother as well, Michael Ojoro, who's come on, who's giving some information upon blacks in European Renaissance art. That was very much interesting and exciting. We've also had Professor Salih. Professor Salih, if you don't know who Professor Salih is, he is the inventor, the creator, the constructor, the medicine man, the Imhotep of the 21st century, who brought forward the Marandina tablets, who was used to actually cure, or should I say, I shouldn't say use the word cure, to treat certain ailments and illnesses such as HIV, diabetes, cancer, the list goes on. So please check that out. We had his son, Stephen Salih, who's continuing in his father's works, give a powerful, breakdown of the different diseases, how diseases are acquired, and the different things that the Marandina can actually solve and help you in your life with. So please check out these interviews, which are actually, they've been made private at the moment because they're going to be come out. The broadcast system is going to be so, when you see it, you're going to see it. We're going to bring it out fresh again. So please check out all of the past shows that we do on Talk with the Titans. As well, check out the debate section that we do on Talk with the Titans, which is Speaker's Corner. I can't wait for Professor Griff. If he comes to the UK again, I think he needs to have his own stall as Speaker's Corner. This is literally where all the great minds, this is the People's Parliament. So you know about Parliament, or you know about, what's it called in the US? What's Parliament called in the US again? It's called, help me, somebody help me out.
You talking about the Congress?
Congress.
Because we got three branches of government, but go ahead. Congress, right?
Congress. So we have the People's Parliament, or the People's Congress, that we do in Hyde Park, where people come from far and near to give, to present some information, or even to debate the information that they're presenting on politics, religion, philosophy, economics, everything at Speaker's Corner. So please check out our Speaker's Corner playlist on Talk with the Titans, or sorry, should I say on Titans TV, and see all the great discussions and debates and the presentations that take place there as well. All right, I see everybody talking about Trump right about now.
Trump.
So I guess that's where the conversation is going to go. I don't even need to ask you your thoughts on Trump, but I guess the people want to know. What are your thoughts on Trump, and do you actually think he will actually be the next president of the USA?
I'm gonna say this real quick because I know other people are listening. Donald Trump will probably beat Hillary Clinton because she's really not as popular as people think she is. When they do, the key is we need to look at who the vice president is going to be, because I don't think Donald's going to be around too much longer to enjoy the presidency. Because that energy that you put out, you're going to get back. You understand what I'm saying? He's just not refined as a president. You understand what I'm saying? He's not that damn dignified and civilized, to be honest with you. But I'm telling you, if Donald Trump becomes president of the United States, black people in America, when they start packing their fucking bags, man, and figure out where they're going to sit on that slave ship on the way back to fucking Africa. I'm telling you. Because that's how he feel about us. Plain and simple. Plain and damn simple. You don't care nothing. If it was left up to him, he'd round all of us up and send us back. Look at the language that he used when it comes to every other people. You understand what I'm saying? It's ugly, man. That's ugly. So to get into some deep political discussion is not even worth it about Donald Trump. Trump, whatever his name is. But listen, I got this thing with Brother Rich in a minute. I would love to stay here.
That's right. We've literally reached the end of the show. You know, we hit the 2-hour mark, and we've literally reached the end of our show. I think everybody right now is, can't wait to see the next edition. I mean, I'm talking about the Fox News, what's going on with African Bombada. Please, everybody, after watching this, please hit the share button, hit the share link, go to Facebook, go to your Twitter, go to your Google+, go to wherever you can and share this link. Professor Griff was live. This was a first. You know what? Professor Griff on Titans TV is a first. Professor Griff downloading Hangouts and hanging out with us is a first. So please hit the share button because I know a lot of our audience members are excited about you actually coming on. So I'm actually grateful to actually have you on. This is one of our greats. And to actually have a conversation with you, I was literally coming from a Earlier on, I was coming from a screening in the cinemas over in Westfields. It was to do with Grime Daily, which is one of the biggest TV, YouTube shows, well, channels to do with music. And we've had so many people coming on, and they're like on the panel and stuff. And we was having a conversation, and you know, it's like, so what are you doing after this? And I'm like, you know, I'm actually going back to go and interview Professor Griff. They're like, Professor Griff's in the UK now. I'm like, no, he's actually in the US. But we have a platform called Google Hangouts, and we have these shows going on, and everybody was so gassed, excited about this, for you to be actually conversating with somebody in the UK who is of their age range, and to bring forth this information. So, you know, I'm grateful to actually be in this position right now where I can speak with a Professor Griff. Speak with the Professor.
Likewise. As you already know, there's no big I and little you. You understand what I'm saying? I am because we are, therefore I am, bro.
That's it. Perfect. So
right,
I'm going to leave you with the closing words right now to sign us out.
I think if I had to say anything, I said we have to start being responsible for one another. And responsible for the level and the degree of consciousness that we claim we have. So let me leave everyone with this. I'm holding conscious people responsible for being conscious. It's Professor Griff. Peace. I'm out.
Peace. Peace. So you know what? We're signing out right now. This has been Talk with the Titans. I've been Calamel, and I'm saying good night and peace and love to you and yours behind closed doors. Peace.